You need to get rich, and you need to get rich quick. And what is the best way to get rich and escape the matrix? That would be becoming a business owner. If you have TikTok, Instagram Reels, you probably have seen a lot of business owners who have escaped the matrix and just make all this money online doing business, but you don't really actually know what the business is, and you don't really know how they became a business owner. So for you, it's kind of something that seems unachievable. You know, a lot of people look at these business owners and they kind of hate, or they just get annoyed. But me, I get inspired, and I want to tell you how you guys can become a business owner yourself. I have a full step plan that we're about to get into right now on how you can be a business owner, and the best part about this is you don't even actually need a business to do this. All right, the first thing you're going to do as a business owner or a founder or an entrepreneur is you need to wake up at around 4 a.m., maybe 6 a.m. if you're lazy, so you can post on your Snapchat story, your Instagram story, your TikTok that you woke up at 4 a.m. and that you're working while other people are sleeping.
Holy crap, it's 4? Ugh. Yeah, you know me, I'm just working while y'all are sleeping.
The second step, and this is very important, is you have to drink black coffee when you wake up. It can't have milk in it, it can't have cream, it can't have sugar, it needs to be black. And you know, me personally, the way I do this is I just keep a bottle of cold brew. Don't worry, there's no milk in here, it's dark. And yeah, I just sip on it every morning. Step number 3 is extremely important. You need to go on Instagram and make sure everybody knows that you're a business owner and that you're working extremely hard to found some company, but don't actually say what it is. Just say vague things like you're a visionary, entrepreneur, stuff like that.
Looks good.
If you're not posting it everywhere online, then anything you do actually doesn't count. The next step is also super important. You need to start listening to podcasts while you go on walks. And this isn't actually to learn. This is very important just so whenever, you have a conversation with anyone, you can tell them that you listen to these podcasts and go on walks every morning and get that natural sunlight. Make sure you listen to these podcasts on 2x speed just so whenever you're telling people about how you listen to them, you can say you're extra optimized and do it twice as fast. Read for 30 minutes to an hour every day, and the book you're going to be reading is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Now, this book is basically the Bible for people that want to go start talking about how passive income is the way to life at, a random party where nobody cares. Everyone successful, especially me, has read this book at least like 4 to 5 times in the past year. So you're already behind. You need to get to that. Checking your stock portfolio daily. Now, you may be thinking, well, that's kind of weird. Like if I'm young, why would I be checking something that I'm supposed to be holding extremely long term every day that I have no plans of selling? And to answer your question, since I understand you might be skeptical of this, the answer is that, you just need to have it open so people know that you trade stocks and that you're educated on the financial markets and that you're smarter than them.
Let's check the portfolio. Looks good.
The next step would be journaling, just so you can know what you're going to do that day. This is very important. Also, make sure you post this too, though. That's a huge step, just so people know that you did it.
Today, I think I'm just going to make a bunch of money. That is the plan. Money and, mindset too. That's important. Yes, good one.
Okay, now this is where the actual work starts. You may have started realizing like, oh, hey, you haven't actually gotten to any work yet. And yes, that's true. You need to prep your mind in the morning to be able to work efficiently. So once you've done that and done, the prior 7 steps that I just listed, the next step, which is super important, is something called deep work. And what you're going to want to do is open your computer and then have dual monitor setup, both playing, reels of Andrew Tate and then also scrolling reels of Andrew Tate on your phone for, hours at a time.
I want to be rich, everyone says. Fine, you're rich now. Do you want to be strong? Do you want to be important?
The next thing you gotta do is whole food diet. You need a wooden cutting board for this or else it's not really as healthy. Maybe get something with beef. I like hamburgers, so you can eat that, but if you wanna be a true entrepreneur bro or a founder of some failing company, you do be eating a steak with an avocado. Eat on a wooden cutting board, make sure there's beef and cheese or something in your meal. That's like the most important part. Okay, so step number 10 is kind of a sleeper method, but realistically, if you're posting about your entrepreneurship on Instagram, not everyone's gonna see it. You need corporate people to also know that you're the founder of some failing company. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a LinkedIn and you're gonna make posts about, like how you did bad, but you're gonna make it sound good, And this is just kind of what everyone does on LinkedIn, but since you're a founder of some failing company, you're gonna look way cooler than everyone else. This is a banger. And then, last but not least, make sure you're going to bed at 8 p.m. since you got to be up at 4 a.m. the next morning to let everyone know that you're awake super early. So you don't want to spend too much time up late. So yeah, just go to bed super early. Don't waste any time. Yep, and those are the 11 steps to becoming a business owner, entrepreneur, whatever you want to call it. And you may be wondering like, hey, what was the actual business or what are you actually selling? And the thing is, it doesn't matter. You're not actually working. You're not selling anything. You're just kind of flexing your life. That's just kind of what founders do these days, So yeah, you don't actually need a business. You're overthinking it if you even think that. You should probably just get off this video and start reading some Rich Dad, Poor Dad.